If your financial statements can't answer these 5 questions, you're not running a strategy. You're running blind. And you have to be careful with that. 2026 is almost here. And most business owners and professionals still have no idea what their financial statements are saying. If you can't track where your money is going, you can't control your own growth. And trust me, entrepreneurs, business leaders, and even high-level professionals overlook their financials every day. And then you wonder why the money keeps disappearing, or at least it feels like it. So today, we're breaking down the 5 questions your financial statements must answer before 2026. Pay close attention to question number 3 and number 5. Those are game changers. Okay, let's dive in. Question number 1, where is my real profit coming from? Every business has revenue, but not every business has profitable revenue. Your financial details should tell you which products or clients are actually driving profit, which segments are draining cash, and whether those are segments and profits that will survive AI automation and new competition in 2026. Let me give you an example. Imagine a company with 5 divisions. On paper, the whole company is losing money, but a deeper look shows 3 divisions are profitable, 1 breaks even, and 1 is losing so much money, it wipes out all the gains from the other departments. That's not a sales problem, it's a strategy problem. Eliminate the division that's draining your business, or rebuild efficiency in its operations through automation. Sometimes the fastest way to fix your business isn't to be desperate to close that new deal, it's to stop the bleeding. Because if that new deal came and nothing about your business has changed, your profit margin wouldn't increase. Question number 2, what are the costs that are rising faster than my revenues? Costs rarely stand up and shout, they creep. You execute a contract, you forget about it until it's time for renewal. Upon renewal, you sign and you move on, right? Because you know you need that service and you don't have time to think much about the alternatives. Your financial statements should highlight labor cost trends, subscription cost increases, inflation on recurring contracts, and all this is done through trend analysis. Recently, I reviewed cost trends for a client, found unusual trends, investigated alternatives, and we started negotiations early. Here are the results. 30K reduction in audit fees, 20K reduction in database subscriptions. Now ask yourself this. When was the last time you reviewed the past 12 months of expenses line by line? If you don't know how to do a trend analysis, please type trend in the comments. And with enough interest, we'll make a few videos on this one. Now, question number 3. How much cash runway do I really have? Pay attention here. Cash runway tells you one thing. How will your business survive with the cash you have right now? If no new revenues come in, no new contracts, no new customers, no new collections. Some businesses, the runway is 1 month. For others, it's 1 year. That difference determines who survives a downturn and who collapses. Personally or professionally, you want to ensure you have enough runway to regroup after a major contract loss or losing your job. For many, 6 months is a good baseline, but it depends on your risk tolerance, right? Your financial statements will show you whether you have enough liquidity to weather the storm, reinvest, or handle a slow cycle. And your runway depends on your run rate, which takes us to question number 4. What is my run rate? Your run rate is the cost of keeping your business or your household operating every month. It's not your total spending at all, right? It is your essential spending. Underline the word essential. The minimum required to deliver your product, your service, run your team, or maintain your household. This number reveals 2 things. How much cash you truly need. And number 2, how long your cash will last. The lower your cash run rate, the longer your cash runway. And for question number 5, is my business increasing value? This is another game changer. Your financial statements should answer, are current customers buying more? Are we scaling efficiently? Are we delivering value that justifies higher pricing? The easiest source of increased profit is your current customer, not the new one. But many businesses treat customers like, that spouse you chase and it's hard to get, then you start taking for granted after the wedding. Right? If you continue to add value to your existing customers, here's what happens. They stay longer, they spend more, they refer more, and your value proposition increases for new clients. 2026 will reward businesses that master value creation. If your financial statements can't answer these 5 questions, You're not running a strategy. You're running blind. And you have to be careful with that. 2026 will be full of opportunity, but only for leaders who know their numbers and act with intention. There's a proverb that says, the plans of the diligent lead to profit, as surely as haste leads to poverty. The key word here is diligent, and the word haste can be replaced with waste. Remember, your financial statements tell you the truth about your stewardship habits. Sometimes hard to face. The question is, are you willing to diligently examine and make changes for profit? Invest in your value. Position yourself as someone in the market that cannot be ignored. The future is bright, but someone has to turn the lights on. I'll do my part by continuing to share the little I've learned, right? But now here's where you come in. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and tell me which topics you want next so we can keep the growth in the right direction. I'll see you at the top.